Hello, and welcome to our AP Virtual Information presentation for students and parents. I am Mr. Rodriguez, Assistant Principal for Curriculum and Instruction here at St. Pius X High School. This virtual presentation has been produced for students and parents to view together to assist them in making AP course selections for the next school year. Teachers will provide information on rigor of the curriculum, expectations, and requirements for students enrolling in AP classes. Students enrolled in an AP Advanced Placement class or classes are required to take the AP exam for the AP class they are enrolled in. It is very important that you choose classes carefully and are approved by the designated AP teacher. Upon acceptance from the teacher, the student is committed to remain in the class for the full school year and meet all the requirements outlined by the College Board and the offering teacher. AP classes here at St. Pius? Because of the amount of work required in advanced placement and honors courses, students will be allowed to take only 2 or 3 such courses in a given year. Students who wish to enroll in more than 3 honors or AP courses must receive permission from the school's administration. An AP course cannot take the place of lunch. Students enrolled in AP courses may be required to complete summer assignments prior to the beginning of the course in order to be able to cover the entire curriculum. These assignments may be included in computing the student's course grade. AP courses carry a weighted grade point for purposes of computing a student's grade point average at St. Pius. Here at St. Pius, the advanced placement AP and honor courses are on a 5-point grade system. A equals 5, B equals 4, C equals 3, D equals 2, and no credit for F. Colleges and universities have their own guidelines for assigning weighted grades, so AP course grades may or may not be weighted when evaluated for admissions by these post-secondary institutions. Students entering their sophomore year may enroll in the College Board's AP Capstone Diploma program. Students who participate in the 2-year-long courses AP Seminar and AP Research and take a minimum of 4 additional AP classes and receive a 3 or better on the exams are eligible to earn the AP Capstone Diploma. Both of these courses are cross-curricular and allow the student to develop skills that use their entire learning experience. Both classes will be elective classes and are not tied to one department. Dropping advanced placement courses, it is important that the student and parent weigh the decision to enroll in an advanced placement course carefully before making the commitment. Once a student and parent have signed the commitment, they are enrolled in an AP course, the student cannot drop the course without the administration's permission. A student will only be allowed to drop if the principal determines that there was an extenuating circumstance to justify the drop. Currently, the fee for advanced placement test is $96 for each AP exam taken. However, AP Seminar and AP Research exams are $144. Exam ordering deadlines are in the fall, and students enrolled in AP classes at St. Pius are required to take the exam. Student payment for exams will be added to their family's fax account to streamline the payment process. AP exams are scheduled by the College Board for the first 2 weeks of May every year. If a student must take a late test other than the scheduled test date, there will be an additional $40 fee for late tests. The AP test schedule will be posted on Plus Portals and the St. Pius website with specific dates and times. For those students in AP classes this school year, the date for AP exams is Monday, May 2nd, 2022, and ends Friday, May 13, 2022. You will receive additional information as the time gets closer. If you're curious about advanced placement exams and course information, you may go to the College Board website, www.collegeboard.org. You may also contact me or your student's counselor through email with any further questions. Please visit the St. Pius website under the Academic tab for additional information on AP courses. You can also visit with your guidance counselor if you have questions on AP courses here at SPX. Please refer to the document shared with you for the process of viewing the YouTube video. Thank you and make good selections.
Hi, I'm Bob Willits. I'm the visual arts teacher at St. Pius. Um, I want to describe the AP drawing course and its requirements. The AP drawing course is a way for high school students to gain college credit for an art course, and it involves developing a body of work or a portfolio uh, to allow the student to actually gain college credit. The portfolio is graded on three different criteria: um, originality and message. In other words, how original are the ideas that the student's trying to communicate? Development of idea or theme. And if you look online at the AP college courses, they call this the big idea, in quotes. Okay. So what that means is they want the student to kind of develop a theme to extend their work and to base their work upon. Um, the last criteria would be demonstration and mastery of technique. In terms of how well they handle the paint, the pencil, the charcoal, printmaking, whatever their 2D medium would be. They also have to exhibit a mastery of the elements of art, like balance and unity, emphasis, things like this that we all try to incorporate into a good work compositionally of art. Okay? The ultimate goal of the class is to create a portfolio that will allow the student to gain college credit for a semester's or maybe a year worth of college credit. And last year, everyone that turned in a portfolio, as far as my knowledge goes, gained some college credit. This year, the portfolios are required. It's a little more work than the regular art courses, but I think most of the students have a really enjoyable time, and it's a really thought-provoking class in terms of creating art. So I hope you take a look at this class, and I know there are already some students interested. I hope they take a look at it very seriously. So thank you. Bye. Hi, I'm Bob Willits. I'm the visual arts teacher at St. Pius. I'm going to describe the AP Art History course for you. It is a general survey of the history of painting, sculpture, and architecture from pre-Egyptian to the present. Periods of art and culture studied will include Egypt, Greece, Rome, medieval, Renaissance, Baroque, the Enlightenment, which would be 18th century, Romantic period, which would be 19th century, and early and late modern, dating from the late 19th century with Impressionism all the way through the beginning of the 21st century. Okay, it will use an anthology textbook, either Gardner's Art Through the Ages or Jansen's History of Art. I've used them both. I taught college art history as an adjunct professor for 15 years in the Midwest at a small Catholic college. And so basically I've taught a lot of art history. Art history can really be enlightening and a lot of fun for students. So I hope some of your students will take a look at this course. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Keith Jordan. I'm the AP Music Theory teacher here at St. Pius X High School. AP Music Theory is the study of compositional techniques, the study of how to compose, how to use chords, and how to make music work for you. And very quickly, AP Music Theory consists of three parts: the theory section, the sight singing. In other words, we see a line and we can sight sing that line accurately, and also dictation. So I hear a line and I'm able to write down that line accurately. I can fill in chords and things like that. We do about 21 chapters in the book, and then we spend April, almost all of April, reviewing for the AP Music Theory test, which is normally the second week of May. And AP Music Theory basically is designed for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And it's a course to help them with self-expression to be able to compose. And it's something that I really love teaching. And thank you. So AP Music Theory for me is fun. I hope I get to see your kids in AP Music Theory, and I hope we get to make music together. And God bless you and your families here at St. Pius. And Keith Jordan, sign up for AP Music Theory. Bye-bye.
Buenos días, me llamo Señor Juan de Dios Vaca y yo soy el maestro de español AP. I am here to give you some information about the class. A few facts about Spanish is, at this point, Spanish is now the second most spoken language in the world. And of course, studies and projections indicate that the use of the Spanish language, or the being bilingual, is going to help in many opportunities for students to advance, and they are actually given more of an opportunity for different positions in life because of the use of the second language. The class consists of 5 components. There's a listening, a speaking, a reading, a writing, and there's a cultural component. And within that cultural component, there are 6 themes. A, technology and science. B, social issues and global challenges. Aesthetic and beauty is C. D is family and community. E is contemporary life. And F, personal and public identities, which means to say that one of these, all of these themes are covered during the class, and any one of these themes could be covered on the AP exam itself. There is a literature and grammar based component to the exam and to the class itself. The vocabulary is very academic. It's level university. So the students will be introduced to a more academic use of the vocabulary in the Spanish language. If students score a 4 or 5, at many universities across the nation, they will be granted 12 hours of Spanish credit before they enter the university as freshmen. If they score a 3, they will be granted 6 hours of university credit. They can also CLEP out. Let's say that for some reason they had a bad test. They can also CLEP out, and the CLEP will possibly put them into a junior level class anyway, because of the class itself and the rigor of the class. As I mentioned, the components of the test itself is there are 2 writing components. They write a 200-word essay, and then they have a shorter essay, which is 125. And this is based on, as I mentioned, those themes that I had previously mentioned to you. There are 2 speaking components. One is where it's a conversation between the student and a person that is articulating some, let's say, they're discussing a party, or they're discussing a situation that has to do with maybe the environment. And so the student talks for 20 seconds, and then the person on the other end talks for 20, and they do 5 of these. And then they also have a 2-minute presentation orally, and they have time to prepare for it. The reading consists of several texts. They might have anywhere from 4 to 5, depending on the year. They might have to read an advertisement, a literary text, an article and chart, or a letter, and then they have to answer questions. So they will have to read at least 4 or 5 different texts with 4 or 5 different questions. And the listening part of the test is spontaneous speaking, where they will be asked to study a theme, and on this theme they are going to present their own view, and they have like 2 or 3 minutes to present. It is a very rigorous course. The class itself is probably more rigorous than the actual AP exam. So I would strongly recommend and advise that your child sign up for the AP class for this coming year. Thank you for listening to me.
Hello, families and students. My name is Mr. Albonico. I may have taught some of you guys for New Mexico history during your sophomore years, or maybe English. But another class I teach is the AP Language and Composition course, which is open to seniors at St. Pius. And this course takes as its focus the skills and content that usually are part of a first-year writing course or English class in the university level. And what that means basically is we focus on rhetorical analysis and argumentative writing. So rhetorical analysis means we are mostly going to be reading nonfiction texts, and we'll look at essays and letters and speeches written by people in the past in different historical periods and places, and try to understand how they use language to persuade their audience of their viewpoint or accomplish what their purpose is. We'll also focus on essay writing quite a bit. The AP Lang exam asks you to write 3 different essays in the space of about 2 hours, so it's pretty challenging. And we'll work a lot on argumentative essay writing and the skills associated with that. We will study some literature. We'll read Hamlet and Dante's Inferno and some of the major kind of landmarks of world literature. The summer reading also includes some literature. You'll read a novel over the summer, a nonfiction title as well that's paired with that, and then a primer or a short handbook on rhetoric to prepare us for some of that work. And I think it's a really fun class to take for an English class that you earn AP credit for it. I think it's very skills-based, so there's not a lot of the memorization or heavy content as some of the other AP classes. So I think it's a very, it's a different AP class in that sense. So I enjoy teaching it, and if you want to be part of it, contact me. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much.
Hello, St. Pius. My name is Charlotte Smith, and I am the AP English Literature instructor. This course is open to juniors and fulfills the English requirement for the junior year. This AP class is essentially a rigorous college-level course. The reading is challenging, the writing is frequent, and it demands that our students participate in seminar discussions. We'll also work collaboratively to make ourselves and each other better writers, thinkers, and readers. The objectives are as follows. We will develop careful, deliberative reading skills that consider multiple meanings through the close study of major texts representing various literary genres. We will acquire a fluid, precise writing style through the frequent preparation of essays, both formal, extended analyses, and timed in-class essays. These will be about the text based on careful observation of details, and will consider the work's structure, style, themes, the social and historical values it reflects and embodies, such elements as figurative language, imagery, symbolism, tone. We'll understand the technique of poetry as it affects and enhances meaning in poetry. We also will generate independent, thoughtful, and analytical discourse during class discussion and hone our literary research skills. This course, I believe, is essential for every student because of the great skills that it does cover. And the students will have to take a final exam in December. However, in May, they will take the AP literature exam, of which our students perform extremely well, especially as juniors across the country. So if you'd like any more information, please contact me, and thank you.
Hello, this is the video for AP Calculus for AP Night at St. Pius. I should state first, this course is open to those who have taken the junior level honors pre-calculus at St. Pius. It is not open to just anyone. So the prerequisite for this course is honors pre-calculus. Quick story to start. I coach academic decathlon here at St. Pius for many years, and one of my absolutely fantastic speech people one year who won awards at the state and national levels, her first name was Liz. Years after she graduated, I just happened to run into her at a grocery store. And I said, "Oh, Liz, it's been years since I've seen you. How's everything going?" And so on. And we had a conversation for a few minutes. And I asked how she was and so on. And she said she had a master's degree in anthropology from UNM. I said, "Well, what has that gotten her?" She is unemployed. But she found a program at UNM, a 2-year program at UNM that was heavy in mathematics, specifically designed for actuarial type sciences. And And she had gotten herself into that program, and she was very happy because 100% of the people who graduated with this advanced math out of college, this program, were employed immediately out of college with an average salary of $65,000 a year. Why? Because most people can't do the advanced math. That's why it's very advantageous for you to have. And she kept drilling me. Tell them, Mr. Penn, tell them it's math. You need math. She was a C and D student in math here at St. Pius, but gradually she realized, hey, I need that math to get my career. Why take AP Calculus? Calculus is required for engineering and most science majors across the country. And of course, having advanced math often leads to more career paths and opportunities than you would have without it. This is what I found this year, the year this is being recorded in 2020, US News, the list of the 10 highest paying college majors. Well, guess what? Every single one of them is engineering. And every one of those requires calculus for you to achieve that major. Calculus at St. Pius, the prerequisite again for this course is the junior level honors pre-calculus. You have to have a high enough grade and recommendation to go on to AP Calculus. AP Calculus here at St. Pius is not a watered down version of calculus. It is not calculus at a liberal arts school. It is the real deal. It is calculus as it would be taught at a science and engineering school. It is a rigorous course. If you have a whole lot of activities, if you have a whole lot of AP courses, sometimes you can fall behind in this course. Be careful. If you're a multi-sport athlete, if you're a person who spends 30 or 40 hours a week playing video games and cannot kick that habit, many of those people fall behind and get themselves to a point where they might not even pass the course. Some of these people do okay, but you have to be able to budget your time and to devote enough time to this course to do well with it. A graphing calculator is required for this course because the folks who write the national exam make 1/3 of it not undoable unless you have a graphing calculator. 2/3 of the national exam is no calculator whatsoever, but 1/3 of it, you must have a graphing calculator or you will not be able to answer the questions. There are two different courses. Calculus AB is the College Board's version of Calculus 1 only. Calculus BC is both Calculus 1 and Calculus 2. The way these courses operate at Pius, the difficulty of the tests in each course is about the same. The only big difference is Calculus BC, if you're taking both Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, we have to cover the material at a more rapid pace to get through all the material. The best way to judge the effectiveness of these courses is to talk with St. Pius graduates who have taken AP Calculus here at St. Pius. Unfortunately, this year, the COVID-19 year, we can't have the graduates come back on campus and talk to everybody about their experiences in college. But when they do, if you get someone who's taken AP Calculus here, they will tell you many of the things that are listed right here on your screen. It's an easy course after having taken AP Calculus here at Pius. Calculus is easy in college. Sometimes they tell me they don't even bother showing up for class except for the tests because they've been prepared so well. So once again, the prerequisite for this course is honors pre-calculus. If you have not taken that course, you are not able to sign up for AP Calculus as a senior. Other than that, those of you who are in honors pre-calculus, love to see you next year. Hope that I am able to prepare you for calculus in college.
Hello, my name is Diana Perea, and I'm here to talk to you about AP Computer Science, just to give you a brief description of what the course is, what it's all about. A little bit of information about myself. I have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, almost had a master's in computer engineering. I love teaching computer science and programming. I think it's a really fun course, and so let me just give you a little bit of information to help you decide if this is a class you would like to take. AP Computer Science requires people to be creative. You're going to take problems, program to try to come up with some solutions. So it's not just about coming up with answers, but creative ways to come up with answers. What is AP Computer Science? science, what it's about, programming and problem solving using the Java language. Java is a very common language that I will talk about here in just a minute. The goal of the class is to develop skills for future study or careers in computer science or other STEM fields. And it's not just STEM fields. I mean, there's animation, computer programming, dentists, doctors, artists, farmers. There's all kinds of careers that involve computer programming. There is a course, a test at the end of the year that you will have to take. It involves multiple choice and free response questions. What does a course cover? So you're going to work on algorithms. So algorithms are steps that you take to solve a problem. It's just kind of like steps, like if you're getting ready in the morning. It's just some set of steps that you always take. And some of you may have an efficient way of doing that. Programming, you're going to collaborate with others, work by yourself to develop programs. And all of this course is hands-on. So you're going to be working on a computer, writing code, testing your code, and solving problems to accomplish a task. What can your future look like with a computer science class or degree? Or just taking a computer science class? There's some, different careers you could get into or get involved with. But some of you see this dentist here, you're thinking, well, why would a dentist need to know computer programming? People that invent or create an Invisalign, they need to program the changes that your teeth are going to go through when you have the mouthpieces to straighten your teeth. Dentist would have to design this and work with a programmer, or you could do both, to come up with a solution on how to do that. A surgeon, I talked to a student that is a brain surgeon that went to St. Pius, and you're thinking, well, why would a computer science, you need to know how to program if you're a surgeon. And what he is doing is he's using robotics for surgery. So he has to not necessarily write the code, but he has to work with a computer programmer to figure out how you can move these instruments to be able to perform brain surgery very accurately. If you have more questions, go ahead and go to the AP website. I would recommend that you should have completed Algebra 2 to take this class. Talk to your counselor if you would like to take the class or fill out the forms, and then recruit a friend to take the class. It's really more fun if you take this class with somebody. A couple of frequently asked questions: can I take the course if I have no programming experience? And the answer is yes. It's the class is designed for students that have no experience programming. What is Java? Java is a widely used object-oriented programming language, and we'll talk about that when you take the course. From laptops to data centers, game consoles to scientific computers, scientific supercomputers, cell phones to the internet. Java is for everyone. It's just everywhere. What if I would like more information? Contact me at dparea@spxabq.org, and I would like to, and I would be happy to provide more information. Create the future. Programmers have really changed how we do things. Just your cell phone alone, everything's involved in a cell phone. You've got your camera, you do texting, you have your phone. And it took computer programs to design that. So hope you seriously consider taking the course. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome to my TED Talk on why you should take AP Stats. My name is Mr. Wilson, and so I've set up a little PowerPoint here that I'm going to share with you. So why should you take AP Stats? Well, obviously the number one reason is for college credit. I was able to graduate with 2 majors in math and education and a minor in Spanish, and I was able to study abroad. And I think I only went into college with like 9 or 12 hours, which is 3 or 4 AP tests that were passed. So even if you can just get one, I just think it's awesome that you're here, whether you're looking at English or science or math, whatever. Good job being here, and you can really get ahead, and that can give you a leg up. So statistics is a different branch of math. It is not as visual as geometry. It's not as step by step as algebra. it's always very contextually oriented, and pretty much it's going to be very rare that I just throw up, a solve for X problem, because statistics is just oriented on context. And so the cool thing about that is that statistics applies to pretty much all fields. In all fields, we want to find out more about that certain field. And so how do we do that? We do research. And so research is based on statistical methods. And no matter what domain you think you'll go to in your career, statistics is a part of how that domain got to where it is, and statistics is a part of how that domain is advancing. So my honest recommendation is if you know you want to be an engineer or a mathematician, I would recommend staying in the calc or algebra track. And really, I think for everything else that's not, or computer science, and anything that's not those three, I would recommend taking statistics instead. And even if you are in those three, statistics, like I said, is that different branch. So it is still beneficial for you to take, and it's a different exposure to math. But yeah, statistics is really a part of kind of everything. And it also just helps you develop a critical eye for how to read the world. Like if someone makes a certain claim on the news, or your friend is saying something, or you don't know if you should trust this medicine or something, you can look at how the claims were made and what they're based on, and whether or not that is valid data or not. So statistics really just keeps you honed into what is likely to be true and what is likely to not be true, just based on how that conclusion was arrived at. So very, very beneficial way of thinking. So what do we look at? We spend the first part of the year talking about descriptive statistics. These are all your graphs and tables and box and whisker plots, scatter plots, all of that. How do we interpret them? How do we verbally talk about them? And how do we read them? And how do we write them? Because we want to be fluent as we head into the rest of the semester. And then we talk about conducting studies. And so, I'm going to add to what I said earlier. If you're ever going to get a master's degree and do a thesis, or even as an undergrad, if you do some sort of capstone project, and then certainly for a PhD and master's theses, you will need to conduct a study. And so it is helpful to have that statistics background so that you can really just focus on whatever field you're studying, and you don't have to spend time learning what is a two-tailed test and why do I have to conduct that, or how can I be 95% confident that it's inside this range or whatever. You will have that statistics background, so you only need to learn what you're doing in your research. So then we spend some time going into probability. And then really the entire second semester is dedicated to inferential statistics, which is where you just take a small bit of something out of a whole group, and then you say, like, what numbers are true about this small bit, and so how confident can I be about the entire population? And so that's really how all these fields advance. Note, you do need a graphing calculator, so please be aware that you need to get one for the test. Now, we won't use it till March or April because I make everybody do things by hand and learn it conceptually before we get the calculator to speed things up for us. But you will absolutely need it for the test. So who am I looking for? If you're in Algebra 2 Trig right now, consider whether you got an A- the last semester and an A- this upcoming semester, whether you'll be able to do that pretty comfortably. If so, I think you'll be a good fit for AP Stats. Now, there are some of you who are in Honors Pre-Calc or Pre-Calc. These are kind of the exception, just not as common. I want you guys to talk to me. I do have students from Pre-Calc and Honors Pre-Calc, and they're doing well, and they didn't necessarily nobody got straight A's out of the three who came from Calc or Pre-Calc. So yeah, come talk to me. We'll see if it's a good fit. I also like strong readers, just because it is so context heavy. And then of course, I want you to be driven and disciplined. I don't want people who are like, oh my gosh, I hope I get a 3. I hope I can pass. I want people who say, no, I want to get a 5, and I'm going to try to get a 5. And Mr. Wilson, you're going to give me what I need in order to get a 5. And so let's do this thing. Yeah, I don't want wishy-washy hopefuls for 3. Like, let's seek to get a 5. So if you feel like you fit into any of these categories, or even if you feel like maybe your grades weren't quite there, but you really feel strongly about these two, that you really want to get a 5, and you feel like you're a strong reader and have decent math, skills, then come talk to me, and we'll see if petitioning is right. So if you have any questions, that's my email, and you can stop by room 106 in person. So thanks for listening, and God bless you.
Good evening. My name is Joanne Garcia. I'm the AP Biology teacher here at St. Pius. I also teach regular biology, and so I may have already had some of you in my regular bio class. I am excited to have you again in AP Bio, and so I hope you're really strongly considering taking this course with me next year. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about a general AP Bio information and then a few things about what you can expect if you take this course with me next year. AP Bio really builds on the skills and the knowledge that you learned in your regular bio class. We're going to take that information, we're going to go a little bit deeper with that information. This course focuses a lot on enduring understanding of concepts, not so much memorization and factual recall. What that means is that we're going to learn these big ideas and these big concepts, and then you're going to be able to use and apply that knowledge to many different areas in biology. This is an inquiry-based course, and what that means is that we're really going to build and develop your reasoning skills. You're going to be able to look at data that you may not be familiar with and be able to analyze and interpret what that data is telling you. In AP Bio, we conduct several labs. It's very hands-on. This is a very hands-on, very interactive course. We do a lot of labs as well as work through a lot of case studies so that we're able to actually tie the material that we're learning in class to some hands-on activities and to real-life applications, real-life scenarios where this information is used in the field of biology. This course is going to cover material that's equivalent to basically a first-year college biology course. And so we're going to start with the very small end of things. We'll do our first unit is going to be on the chemistry of life. So we're going to study very, very small molecules, and we're going to work all the way up to finishing with evolution and ecology. Everything in between of cell and molecular biology, as well as a little bit of genetics. So we cover a lot of different areas in biology, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth than you did in regular biology. The exam for this course consists of both multiple choice and free response questions. So typically it is half of the test is based on your multiple choice answers. The other half of your score is based off of the free response answers that you give. Throughout the year, we do practice taking exams, and we become very familiar with these type of questions. So we practice a lot of multiple choice questions. We go through many, many, many free response questions so that by the time May rolls around, you're very familiar with the type of wording that they use on these tests and the type of responses that they're looking for when they use specific keywords. And so you'll be very good at dissecting and analyzing these questions and understanding what it is that they are actually asking you to answer. Additionally, this course does have a summer assignment requirement. And so as we get closer to summer, I will share more information with you about that. So that's pretty much the basics of this course. I look forward to answering any questions that you might have. And I really hope to see you in my classroom in the fall in AP Bio. Have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Ball. I was just going to present some information regarding the AP chemistry class that we offer here at St. Pius X High School. I hope you found this information informative. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so first of all, as I said, we're dealing with AP chemistry, and the question is this the right course for you to take? Keep in mind, the course requirements are that you achieved a grade of B or higher, specifically an 80% or higher, in your regular chemistry course. Just a reminder, students that took principles of chemistry are not eligible to take AP chemistry. Next, there's also the math requirement. You need to have obtained a B+, specifically an 85% or higher, in Honors Algebra 2 Trigonometry. Also, we require concurrent enrollment in pre-calculus or honors pre-calculus or a higher math course. And of course, just like all of our AP courses, students have to apply in order to be considered and hopefully accepted to take AP chemistry. The topics covered as far as what we'll be doing include thermodynamics, molecular orbital theory, chemical kinetics, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, and electrochemistry. Also here, I have a note at the top that says a lot of the same topics that we cover in the regular chemistry course will be covered in AP. We'll just go into more depth on those topics. Some other considerations to keep in mind when you're making your decision. AP Chemistry students are required to take the AP exam in May. That is not optional at all. Also, AP Chemistry students must make themselves available to tutor students in the chemistry and principles of chemistry courses. The idea is if you are taking AP Chemistry, you did very well in the regular chemistry course. So as a way of giving back, you make yourself available to tutor struggling students in either the regular chemistry or the principles of chemistry courses. Also, for lab work, AP Chemistry labs typically take around 2 to maybe 3 class periods to complete. They're more involved than what you've done earlier. Occasionally, students might be required to arrive on campus early, around 7:15 a.m. or so, to complete lab work. The idea being that gives us slightly more time to complete lab work so we can focus on content during class time as well. If you have any other questions that I can help you with, please feel free to email me at jball@spxabq.org. Thank you very much for your time.
Hello, St. Pius community. This is Mrs. Green, and I teach AP Environmental Science, or APES for short. This was my major in college, so I'm very passionate about the topic, and I hope I bring that passion to the classroom as well. It's a very comprehensive AP course in that it pulls together all the science that you've had so far, as well as English, math, and history as well. With regard to English, of course, we do a great deal of reading and writing. With math, we're always organizing, collecting, evaluating data, whether it's from our labs or fieldwork or case studies that we're learning about. We're evaluating graphs and trying to make predictions based on information. With regard to history, we're looking at geography, changing populations, environmental law, and economics as well. So you can see that there is a great deal of subject matter that we cover and integrate all together all at once. It's not necessarily a very difficult class as far as the subject matter. It's just a lot of information all at once to have to parse through, organize, and make meaning out of. So in order to be successful in APES, think about the fact that you really need to be self-motivated, self-disciplined, stay on top of the work. It's too easy to get behind and have it snowball on you. In a normal year, we would have guest speakers, we'd take a couple of field trips. There is the SPX Science Symposium that you would have to participate in, assuming we're in classes. You don't necessarily have to do original self-designed science projects. Don't think science fair. Think more like a research poster presentation. You're doing research on a particular topic. You're gathering different data, parsing the data together and see if it's making any new meaning, and then reporting that out. So it's not necessarily all that difficult, but it requires some time in order to do the research and make meaning out of it. The exam at the end of the year is about an hour and a half worth of multiple choice questions, and then about another hour and a half of essays or free response questions, which involve being able to read about a particular problem, show that you can understand why it's a problem, and potentially pose some solutions to that problem. Sometimes the FRQs would be in a format that has to do with experimental design. Sometimes there's some math involved, and then other times it's just knowing your case studies. So like I said, I think it's a very important class for your future, in that these are issues that you're going to be facing. Whether or not you major in a science course or not, these are issues that are going to be real to you in your lifetime. So I hope that you're interested in possibly taking this class, and I'll look forward to seeing you. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Dan Kappelman. It's been my privilege to teach AP US Government and Politics here at St. Pius each of the last 21 years. US History is called APUSH for short. Well, this is AP GOPO. It's a course for seniors. Economics is part of the course, but it is not taught at the AP level, but at grade level. You must take the national exam to earn credit for the course. Admission to the class is by Social Studies Department approval based on several qualifying factors, including, but not limited to, GPA and recommendation from your 11th grade social studies teacher. Students must want a challenge, be willing to work hard, and be self-motivated and self-directed learners. Display the highest level of responsibility and maturity. A great deal of college-level reading will be assigned. As in college, a significant amount will not be covered in class, but will be tested. If you're currently enrolled in APUSH and performing well, I would encourage you to apply for AP GOPO. Essays are 50% of the national exam. I have been privileged to participate in the scoring of the national exam essays 14 different years. So while I can't tell you what's going to be asked on the essays, I can tell you exactly how they'll be scored. I hope you will apply. I look forward to your application, and please contact me if you have any further questions. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to AP Parent Night. I am thrilled that you and your student are interested in taking AP US History. I figured the best way to give you some sort of introduction into this class is to first introduce myself. My name is Elisa Mocktinger, and I will be your student's AP US History teacher. And I really don't want to take up too much of your time. And so I thought I would just give you a small intro into what the class is and what's expected. And so first and foremost, this is a survey class, which means we will do pre-colonization to pretty much through the Obama administration. And this class counts for 6 college credits, which is a lot more than most AP classes count for. That's a full year of college, which is awesome. It requires a lot of reading. We do a lot of class discussions, and you'll have one summer assignment, which is just the reading of 3 chapters over the summer. And really what you get out of this class is more than just here is history. You come out of this class so much of a better writer than you came in with, because the exam at the end of the year is not based off of, yes, there are 55 questions that are multiple choice, but the rest of the exam that you take in May is all writing. And so you come out of this class a much better writer than when you went in. Another really cool part of this class is there are no prerequisites to join the class. If you want to challenge yourself, you are welcome to challenge yourself in this class. And I thoroughly hope that you want to take on the challenge of AP US History. My only requirement is that you are willing to take on the challenge, and that you want to become a better student. And I promise you that I will meet you halfway in that. And so you will gain writing skills, you will gain analytical skills, you will gain historical thinking skills that will carry you beyond just high school and into college. And so I will promise you that it will be hard, but I will also promise you that it will be worth it. So if this is something that you possibly think you might be interested in doing, please fill out the forms that will be available to you. And I look forward to working with you next year, and we will have a lot of challenges together, but we will have a lot of fun, a lot of debates, and a lot of fantastic discussions about all things history in the coming year. So hopefully I will see you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the third semester or third quarter, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Ashley Turcott, and I teach the AP Psychology course at St. Pius X High School. So, do you want to know why people think and behave the way that they do? If so, you should register to take AP Psychology. This exciting and engaging course is designed to introduce students to the systematic and scientific study of behavior and mental processes of humans and other animals. You should take this course if you have an interest in learning about yourself and others, if you are motivated to obtain college credit on the AP Psychology exam, and if you are dedicated to the time commitment and required effort to complete all course assignments. This is a great class and it will be worth the effort. In this class, we learn based on 9 different units. The first unit we learn about is the history of psychology. So how did early man view behavior? We will also discuss the different perspectives in order to help us understand ourselves and others. Our second unit is all about the brain. We learn how our brains determine and influence our behavior. Next, we learn about states of consciousness. So we talk about dreams, sleep disorders, psychoactive drugs and addiction, and the different types of sleep cycles. Next, we learn about sensation and perception. So here we talk about the different parts of the eye, the parts of the ear. How does our sensation become reality? Unit 5 focuses on learning. So we talk about classical, operant conditioning, and the different types of reinforcement schedules. Next is our cognitive psychology unit, cognition and memory. So how many items can we hold in our short-term memory, types of amnesia, some ways we can learn to do better on exams, and learning material during class. Next is developmental psychology, which is one of my personal favorite units. Here we learn what is the world of the newborn, the child, adolescent, adult, and how did our experiences as children influence who we are today. Next, motivation, emotion, and personality. So here we learn about personality theories, our emotion, why we act the way we do. Next is social psychology, so social thinking, social influence behavior, just the influence of everybody around us. And lastly is clinical psychology. This tends to be the student's favorite unit. Here we learn about abnormal behaviors, some signs, symptoms, and treatments, and how abnormal behaviors affect the individual, family, and society as a whole. So some benefits of taking AP Psychology, why you might want to take this course. So first, psychology is super interesting. It's really good for career preparation. So if you are interested, so lawyers, medical professionals, teachers, advertisers, basically any career where you deal with people, psychology will be really beneficial to you. You will gain a better understanding of yourself and other people. This class is designed to be fun and engaging. So we do a lot of experiments, group work, projects, different things to be engaging and not just lectures. It looks good on college and scholarship applications, and passing the exam will save you money in college. So in AP Psychology, you will learn a lot about others and learn about yourself. I hope this short video has piqued your interest in psychology, and I hope that you'll take my class next year.
Hi, my name is Susie Sanchez, and I am the current instructor for the AP Seminar class. The AP Seminar class is the first of 2 required classes that students must take if they wish to earn the AP Capstone Diploma program. They take the 2 required classes and 4 additional AP classes of their choice and earn a 3 or better on all 6 of them in order to earn the AP Capstone Diploma. The research class is just what it says. They learn to hunt for sources that are viable. What sources do they need that work really well with their topics? How can they synthesize them? How do they cite them? So they're learning a lot of different skills just getting through their papers. And then they take those papers and they transfer them to presentations. There are group presentations and individual presentations, and they learn what does the audience need? How do they create slides that are appealing and that make people want to listen to their topic and buy into the topic that they are using. So there are a lot of skills that they are going through in order to reach, that help them in college, that help them with upper level classes. These are all skills that are necessary for workplaces. This is a class that is available to rising sophomores and rising juniors because they do need time to take that next AP Research required class and then the additional 4 AP classes. I have no prerequisites for this class. However, it is limited enrollment, so they need to sign up through their counselor when they do registration. They can see me if they have questions. They can email me. I can set up a Google Meet if they're interested, or I can do it with the parents and the students if somebody's interested. I'm happy to do that. But it is a fun class. We get to apply topics that are real world, and I think students really like that because they can identify with it. Anyway, if you are interested, sign up, let me know, and I'm happy to clarify any questions you have. Thank you so much.
Hello, St. Pius community. This is Mrs. Green, and I teach AP Research. It's the second year of a 2-year program that works towards the AP Capstone Diploma. The first year, of course, being with Ms. Sanchez in AP Seminar. Once completing AP Seminar and moving on to AP Research, students will be working on developing original research. By the end of the year, the deliverable to the College Board will be a research paper that's about 4,000 to 5,000 words in length. Students will also need to make a 12 to 15 minute oral presentation in front of a panel of about 3 professionals, and that 12 to 15 minute time frame will also include some question and answer period. But students should feel quite confident about that presentation by the end of the year because they will have been working on this research for most of the year, and they'll know the questions that could possibly be asked of them ahead of time, and they will have written a very good paper on their topic, so they should feel quite confident about the presentation. But to back up, how is AP Research different from AP Seminar? Well, AP Seminar is really the foundation for what the students are going to be doing in AP Research. At the beginning of the year, the students are picking a couple of different topics they might be interested in pursuing in more depth. Kind of an overview of the scholarly works that are available to them, which topic might be really doable in the course of less than a year. And then once a student has chosen their topic, they spend a good deal of time on an in-depth literature review to identify a gap in the body of knowledge that they're contributing to. Remember, this is an original work, an original question that students are working on. Along with that, students are also trying to develop a method for their research, a method for gathering data for information. Sometimes that could be a standardized method that's used within the context that they're working in, but most likely it would at least need to be tweaked so that students can get this done in the course of less than a year. Sometimes the methods are an original design by the students, but students go on to follow their method, gather information, gather data, organize it, analyze it, make sense of it, and then write about how it fits in the context of the body of knowledge that they're working in, and then offer some conclusions about how this information could be used in the community that they're contributing to. So it's really fantastic that the students get to use, they get to choose their own topic matter and dig deep on their, so it could be anything. It doesn't have to be science. Just because I'm in the science department doesn't mean that students' research needs to be done in science. It could be any field that they might be interested in pursuing. So if you have any questions about the course and what it involves, if you'd like more detail, please feel free to email me or call me. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, and I look forward to talking with you. Take good care. Bye-bye.